Star Trek. Voyager finally gets the movie fans always wanted. For decades, Star Trek. Voyager fans have held out hope for a cinematic continuation of the series. While the next generation got its string of big screen adventures and Deep Space Nine concluded with a definitive war ending finale, Voyager ended its 7-season run with the crew finally returning home. And then, nothing. No follow-up, no reunion. No closure beyond Admiral Janeway's cameo in Star Trek Nemesis and a few breadcrumbs in Star Trek Prodigy. But now, at long last, Voyager is getting the movie its passionate fanbase has always dreamed of. A long-awaited return. Announced at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, the Voyager movie is not just a nostalgia cash-in. It's a celebration of legacy, survival, and unfinished business. The film, titled Star Trek Voyager Endgame Revisited, reunites Kate Mulgrew as Admiral Catherine Janeway with most of the original cast, including Jerry Ryan 7 of 9, Robert Beltran Chakotay, Roxanne Dawson B'Elanna Torres, Tim Russ Tuvok, and Robert Duncan McNeil Tom Paris. It's a monumental moment, marking the first time these characters have shared the screen together in over 20 years. The movie picks up more than 2 decades after the events of the original series finale. Though Voyager made it home, not all wounds healed. The trauma of the Delta Quadrant, the loss of crew along the way, and the choices Janeway made to get them back are finally confronted in a new mission, one that forces the crew to return to the Delta Quadrant, face their past, and decide whether the journey home was truly the end. Why now? The success of Star Trek, Picard and Strange New Worlds has proven that the franchise thrives when it honors its legacy with thoughtful storytelling. The appetite for character-driven, nostalgia-infused Trek is stronger than ever. But Voyager was always the odd one out, beloved by many but overlooked when it came to franchise milestones. That ends now. Kate Mulgrew's recent return in Star Trek Prodigy reintroduced Janeway to a younger audience while also reminding longtime fans of her commanding presence. But animation, however well crafted, wasn't enough. The demand for a live-action Voyager reunion reached a fever pitch, and Paramount finally listened. According to executive producer Alex Kurtzman, the movie's greenlight was directly influenced by overwhelming fan response on social media and at conventions. "We always knew there was more story to tell," he said. "The Voyager crew didn't just return to Earth, they changed it. But we never saw the aftermath. This movie gives us that chance. A story worth the wait. Plot details remain under wraps, but insiders hint at a narrative centered on temporal consequences. The altered timeline caused by Admiral Janeway in the original Endgame finale created ripples across the galaxy. Now, those ripples may be turning into waves. When strange anomalies begin appearing near Federation space, matching tech only found in the Delta Quadrant, Starfleet has only one answer: send Janeway and the Voyager crew back. The film promises to explore rich character arcs that reflect the decades since they returned home. Tom and B'Elanna are now parents of a Starfleet officer. Tuvok, once suffering from mental deterioration in Picard, may now find healing or final clarity. 7 of 9, whose journey continued in Picard, confronts the legacy of her Borg past and her old Voyager family. And Chakotay and Janeway's dynamic will finally be explored with the emotional weight it always deserved. More than nostalgia, what makes this movie more than a simple reunion is its mission to reconcile the moral complexity of Voyager's journey. Over 7 years, Janeway made impossible decisions, alliances with the Borg, violent conflicts with the Hirogen, stranding crew members in pursuit of Starfleet ideals. Now, with decades of reflection, those choices come back into focus. The film also promises cutting-edge visuals, bringing the once scrappy Voyager into the cinematic age. The ship has been refitted, sleeker and more advanced, but still unmistakably familiar. The Delta Quadrant has also evolved. New alien civilizations have risen, old enemies have changed, and the dangers are greater than ever. A love letter to the fans. More than anything, Voyager Endgame Revisited is a love letter to fans who never gave up on the crew of the USS Voyager. It's a film that doesn't just fill in the gaps. It adds new depth to one of Star Trek's most underappreciated crews. And it does so without compromising the core values that made Voyager special: hope in the face of isolation, innovation in desperation, and unity among a crew of vastly different people.